Ooh, welcome to Tennis Talk, ladies and gentlemen. Today is October the 8th, 2025. We're going to be talking about WWE's Monday Night Raw because it's going to be the go-home show of Crown Jewel. It sucks that it's going to start at 8 a.m. I can't watch it live because I wake up like at 8 a.m. or I wake up like at 9 a.m. or 10 and it will be over. And we heard that the Raw after Crown Jewel, it's going to start at 8 a.m. What? I need to watch that at 8 a.m. Oh my god, I'm going to be missing a lot of wrestling lately because it has to be at 8 a.m. in the morning. But before we get to Monday Night Raw, we got some things to talk about. Some sad things and some cool things. Well, the sad thing is that Santos Escobar is no longer in the WWE. His contract expired at midnight this morning. So he's gone from WWE. This is why on SmackDown we saw Berto and Angel by themselves when they had a match with Javon Evans and Rey Fenix. So I guess Santos done. We don't know what's next for Santos from the. I'm hoping he goes to TNA. I don't know what's going to happen with AEW. If he goes to AEW, he's going to join Don Callis' family again. More people to join Don Callis. You know what I don't understand about AEW's show tonight? It says Title Tuesday when they have only 2 titles on the line. None of the World Championships are on the line. And it's supposed to be Title Tuesday. But you only have 2 titles on the line. I thought it was like the Night of Champions pay-per-view in WWE when you defend all the championships. Or most of them, because you have a lot of championships. But you only have the TNT title on the line against somebody I did not know they're the number 1 contender to. And you got the TBS title on the line in an open challenge, so you know who's going to win that. Why is the other titles not on the line? The tag team champions are in action against Okada and Takeshita, but they're not defending the tag titles against Okada and Takeshita. What the heck is that? I hurt my neck somehow, so it's hard to move it around. So I don't understand the Title Tuesday show for AEW when not all the titles are on the line. I thought I was going to see a lot of titles on the line, a lot of great title matches, but we're getting TNT and TBS title. And it's all predictable, you know who's going to win that match. TBS title, Mercedes going to win, because it's going to be some person makes their debut. People are saying Dakota Kai, so we all know Dakota Kai is not winning no TBS title if she shows up. And we know with Kyle Fletcher and Kyle O'Reilly, Kyle Fletcher is going to retain. And so, yeah, I don't know what it is. Because I think Mark Briscoe is the one that wants the championship. So that's the rivalry. And we all know Kyle O'Reilly's not going to win no TNT title. But the cool part of my information here is that 2K25 announced all the people that will be in the farewell tour package from Mr. John Cena. We got the John Cena 41 character. He's going to have his motion, his entrance, where he was holding his little clock thing up, and the championship behind him. All the heel John Cena stuff. And ladies and gentlemen, John Cena 03 is going to be on there. And then, ladies and gentlemen, Ron Cena. If you guys didn't know who Ron Cena is, before he got left WWE, he had a match with John Cena at Saturday Night's Main Event, and he called himself Ron Cena. And he was wearing John Cena clothes, so that's what we get. Ron Cena, not John Cena. And ladies and gentlemen, the biggest one I'm excited for is Brock Lesnar is coming back to a video game. He's going to be a DLC He's making his return, and is going to be the cowboy Brock Lesnar in the game. I don't know, he had a ring attire, but his render on the game shows him in his cowboy outfit. So let's see what happens there. He is a playable character. He's not showcase only, thank God. But I'm happy for that. I'm excited because it will make my Universe mode go crazy. More people go for the world titles. Because I have a lot of people that could go for the United States or the Intercontinental title, but not a lot of people go for the world title. I have an old school. There's a lot of people, but they still go for only for the mid-card title. So yeah, but that's a pretty cool thing. But I think you can't use your season pass because remember they told you what your season pass is going to be on. I don't know my words anymore. But the season pass is supposed to do the 5 DLC packs that was announced before the gaming came out. This DLC pack that was not announced before the game came out. So this extra DLC pack, you had to pay separate. That's the second part that you had to pay separate. So yeah, I'm hoping it's a little cheap because you only got 4 guys. It's not really a big DLC pack. It's cool that we get an extra DLC, but you're giving us an extra 2 John Cena's and an extra R-Truth and 1 new guy, and that's Brock Lesnar. Easy with the costing, because if it's going to be like $20, I don't think anyone's going to get it. I will get it because I want Brock Lesnar. I don't want to download a Brock Lesnar. I never want to download a Brock Lesnar because they don't have his theme song. Now we could use his theme song. So, yeah. That's what I want to do. So, ladies and gentlemen, let's talk about Monday Night Raw. We got a CM Punk segment. And he wants the World Heavyweight Championship. But he told Cody Rhodes he doesn't want to be in this business, so he's going to wait until Crown Jewel is over that he could get Seth Rollins. Because that's his friend. And all that stuff. And then he got interrupted by LA Knight. LA Knight says he doesn't have a problem with CM Punk still, but he wants to be for the World Heavyweight Championship. He talked about how he's a husband. I think he called him a bad husband. I don't know. But he says all the times you had a shot, you got pinned. You got pinned at a Clash in the Paris. You got pinned. Every time you have a championship match, you get pinned. You got pinned at SummerSlam. So I guess he's saying that you had your shots. Now it's my turn because he's the only one that actually pinned Seth Rollins, the last man to pin Seth Rollins. Until they got interrupted by Jey Uso because Roman Reigns gave him advice and told Jey Uso, who is everybody talking about? They're not talking about you. They're talking about CM Punk. So Jey Uso came out, interrupted, and says he wants the World Heavyweight Championship. He says he's thinking clearly now, or he's thinking like Roman Reigns. And then when LA Knight was talking trash about Jey Uso and talking trash about the tag team, that Jey Uso is a horrible tag team now, Jimmy Uso came out and super kick LA Knight in the face. And CM Punk thought they were cool, and then he told Jay, LA Knight has a point. I like Jay, but I don't like the little Roman. And then they got in their face, and there's Jimmy trying to stop both of them. No, you guys are friends. Don't attack each other. And then Jimmy Uso was in the way, so CM Punk pulls him away and got in the face, punch Jey Uso in the face, and then Jimmy Uso super kick him in the face. And now we have a main event, LA Knight and CM Punk versus the Usos. Roman as Jimmy Uso. Why is it a bad thing that I give Jey Uso some advice? Remember, Jimmy has this problem because every time Jey listens to Roman, he becomes Roman. So nobody likes that. Even Jimmy Uso. And Roman told Jimmy, you want to be there for Jey, you have to let him be by himself. Let him go. So we will see what happens there when we get there. But ladies and gentlemen, we have a Roman Reigns segment. Roman was about to say a word. He wants, I forgot where they were. The city that they're in to acknowledge him until Bronson Reed came out. Paul Heyman talked. Everybody talked. A whole bunch of people talked. It's annoying me. They talked, but ladies and gentlemen, Bronson Reed and Roman Reigns will have a match at Crown Jewel because it's on his time. And Roman Reigns already knew that was going to happen. But it's not going to be a regular match. It's going to be Australian street fights. And then they were about to walk away, and then Roman says they came out like men. Now they're walking out like B-words. Bronson got angry. He stormed to the ring. There was a brawl, but the security guys ruined this brawl. And then Roman Reigns throws Bronson Reed where the timekeeper is. He got some shots in him. He got a punch, and then he got a Superman punch to end that brawl. Well, ladies and gentlemen, we have a big match here. We got a big upset victory over here. Maxine Dupree versus Becky Lynch. It wasn't for the championship, but Maxine needs to try to survive for Akira Tozawa. But at the end, Becky Lynch destroyed Maxine outside the ring, and she was celebrating. She was on top of the announce table celebrating while the referee was counting both of the mounts until Maxine rolls back in the ring, and the referee counted to 10. Maxine Dupree won the match by countouts. My goodness. We got Roxanne Perez versus Laura Valkyria. Laura Valkyria had the crazy Bayley in the corner, trying her best, and Bayley is trying to hype up Laura Valkyria and the fans. She tried everything, but of course, Raquel attacked Bayley. Laura lost focus. She attacked Raquel, and then the Pop Rocks. Roxanne Perez gets the win. And then Bayley just pulls up Laura, grabs her hair, and says, "Let's go kick some butts. Let's go get them and kick some butts." And she won't stop grabbing the hair of Laura. Laura's freaking pulling her hand away. "Stop pulling my hair." And they ran to the backstage, and I guess they're going to kick some butts. AJ Styles wants a shot at the World Tag Team titles, I guess, with Dragon Lee. And Dragon Lee wants a chance at the AAA Mega Championship against Dominic. So, the Judgment Day told him you shouldn't do this. So AJ says, how about we have a 6-man tag team match? Me and Dragon Lee, and we will find a partner of our choice. And they found a partner. Penta. Penta will be in that match. So that's going to be interesting. Will we see AJ Styles and Dragon Lee get a shot at the World Tag Team titles? That would be an interesting pairing to win tag titles. Ladies and gentlemen, next we have Kairi Sane versus Io Sky. I thought it was a pretty decent match. I enjoyed it. It was a great match. The winner of that match was Kairi Sane with the help of Asuka because she was holding Kairi Sane's arms. She did a unique pin, holding her arms where Io can't kick out. Rhea Ripley wasn't there on Raw because she was doing something like signing autographs, something like that, for Australia. Because she is from Australia. All of that happened, and Kairi Sane and Asuka attacked her after the match, did their tag team move to end the match. And that segment. We got AJ Styles, Dragon Lee, and Penta versus Judgment Day. Penta wants a shot at the Intercontinental Championship. That's why he said yes. But when they were trying to recruit Penta to join their team, we heard a big bang. And it was Laura Valkyria and Bayley attacking Raquel and Roxanne Perez in backstage. And we heard that next week on Raw, it will be Laura Valkyria and Bayley versus the Judgment Day next week. If I didn't tell you guys, Aleister Black and Damian Priest will have a match this Friday in a last man standing match. So we had, it was a pretty decent match with AJ Styles. It was a great match. I enjoyed it. But Rusev came out and made Dominic run away. So now Finn Balor and JD was all by themselves. Penta accidentally super kicked Rusev in the face. He didn't care about that. But yeah, Dominic ran away with his championships, and JD and Finn Balor was all by themselves. And they lost. AJ Styles' team won the match, and he had some words about his match against John Cena the last time they wrestled each other at Crown Jewel. He says, we're going to leave it all in the ring. He says, we don't need a story. The story makes itself. Let's see. We have LA Knight and CM Punk versus the Usos in our main event. LA Knight and CM Punk are not really on the same page. They are on the same page that they both didn't want this match. They wanted a shot at the world title, not a tag team match or teaming up with each other. It was a pretty decent tag team match, but the winner of that match was LA Knight and CM Punk after CM Punk did a GTS and a blind tag from LA Knight to steal the win. CM Punk is not happy about that. But if you guys enjoyed this video, hit the like button, leave a comment below, hit the subscribe button, hit that notification bell. And I will see you guys tomorrow for NXT results. I'm not watching Title Tuesday AEW. I don't think I get any AEW to watch tomorrow because it's happening tonight. I will watch a little clips. If Dakota Kai does show up, I will, of course, put in the video. It's a big debut for her. So, yeah. What do you guys think about Brock Lesnar being part of the 2K25 game? I think it's pretty cool. Of course, I will be getting it. I want Brock Lesnar. If I wanted a current edition or model of John Cena with that shirt he has the last time ever, I could use the WrestleMania 41 John Cena. So yeah, I don't know what we're going to do with the John Cena 03. But we could use the John Cena WrestleMania 41. I could make him a good guy. But he will have that last time ever. So yeah, that's all for today. If you guys enjoyed this video, you know what to do. Bye-bye to Santos. Santos, let's see what he could do. Would he be in TNA? Will he be part of the crossover between NXT and TNA? We have no idea. Ladies and gentlemen, before we end this, there was a stipulation for the Survivor Series team matches for Team TNA versus NXT. On the men's side, Joe Hendry will be special guest referee, and on the women's side, Jordan Grace will be the special guest referee on the women's side. So there's going to be a special guest referee. There's going to be some shenanigans happening in these matches. So that means this thing is not over. NXT versus TNA is not over. We know it's not over if they didn't have a special guest referees because TNA doesn't have their titles. They don't have their world titles. NXT still has their titles, and whoever wins the tag titles, NXT might not have their tag titles, or TNA might not have their tag team titles. It's a winner-take-all match. And if Ali takes the North American title, NXT loses another title. So, no, it's not over if they didn't have the special guest referees. This thing is not over. Well, maybe Bound for Glory TNA could have their titles, but NXT could still lose theirs, and they want theirs back Will they have a match at Bound for Glory? Even on Bound for Glory, Jamal Evans could take the X Division Championship and bring it to NXT. It's not over yet. This takeover is not over. I don't think it's going to be over because they still have a partnership still. They have a contract, so... yeah. And we heard that Victoria, I think it was, is inducting Mickie James into the TNA Hall of Fame in Bound for Glory. We heard that Beautiful People will be in the Hall of Fame as well. We don't know who's inducting them. Not yet until we get there, because I think it's this weekend Bound for Glory is happening. I believe so. I think like the 15th? The 15th? I think so. I don't know. But I know it's happening like this weekend. That's all for today. I will see you guys tomorrow. Bye!